Bonjour, good morning. Good morning and welcome to Bishop's 196th Special Convocation and installation of Bishop's 19th Principal. This is an event to honor the accomplishments of our graduating students. In just a few moments, our graduates will enter, followed by the academic procession. A professional photographer will take each graduate's photo as they are up on stage. Photos will be made available on the university's website in the coming week. In order to ensure everyone's safety, we ask that you remain in your seats during the ceremony. Finally, as a mark of respect for our graduates, and to enable everyone in the theater to enjoy the ceremony, you are asked to silence your cell phones. Thank you and enjoy the celebration. Bonjour et bienvenue à la 196e Collation des grades et installation du 19e principal et vice-chancelier de l'Université Bishops. Ceci est un moment pour célébrer les réalisations de tous nos finissants. Dans quelques minutes, nos diplômés vont entrer, suivis de la procession universitaire. Un photographe professionnel prendra des photos de chaque diplômé. Les photos seront disponibles via le site Internet de l'université dans les prochains jours. Pour assurer la sécurité de tous, nous vous demandons de rester à votre place pendant la cérémonie. Par courtoisie envers les diplômés et les autres invités, nous vous demandons de fermer tous vos appareils de communication personnelle pendant la cérémonie. Merci et bonne célébration.
This is the Chancellor's microphone being tested. Eric, I'm talking to you.
Tansei kwe sego wachi kise watsuinyo tenis kwe unitigason. Mio kisigao kagiao kiawao. So my name is Vicky Baldo. I'm a special advisor for Indigenous student support and also work really hard at advancing Indigenous initiatives here. And I have the immense honor and privilege today to welcome you, our local chief, Richard Obomsawin, and the council over at Odenak send their regrets and their words of congratulations to the graduates, but also welcoming all of you. I imagine some of you have traveled to be here with us today. And so I woke up this morning as I usually do, for those who know me. I wake up, get my coffee, and I sit outside and I set intention for the day. And I'm always one who's paying attention to realizing that I'm connected. You know, we often talk about, I'm Cree Métis and Coast Salish, and so I come from the lands. I grew up in the Cowichan on Vancouver Island, and my mother and my grandmother are from Treaty 6 territory in Saskatchewan. My grandmother from Pehonan in particular. And so I'm a guest here as well on these lands. And each day, I think one of the things I do is in setting that intention of how can I be a good steward? How can I be in service? And how can I walk with humility and respect for all my relations? And so in particular here on these lands at this campus, I think that's really relevant for a lot of us because we cohabitate with so many of there's our winged relatives and our crawling relatives and our four-legged relatives that we get to encounter throughout our days. And this morning, there was still the fog and the sun was coming up, but this doesn't happen. I think this is probably the first time this has happened for me over in St. Catherine. And I heard the eagle screech. And I thought, and it really kind of resonated through me. And just shortly after that, probably within the minute, there was a flock of geese. And I couldn't see them, but they were right overhead and I could hear them. I thought, oh, that's really interesting. And how do I tie that all into today? And so I think there's something about, as I drove in onto campus and the field out back of Coulter Field, if you notice, the geese are all gathered there again, as they do in the fall and in the spring. And yesterday was just the equinox, and so that too brings things in full circle of endings and new beginnings. And so the geese are always significant because I think of all of us here, you're about to leave the nest. You're going to fly off and onto new adventures. And so no matter where you go, that's what I would want to leave you with, is to think about wherever it is that you go, with all those friendships that you've made, with the lessons you've learned. And if there's something that you leave with from these Abenaki lands, is to remember to always walk with lots of humility and integrity, because no matter where we are in the world, we're walking upon generations that came before us, and there's generations to come. And also with that, in that circle of the flock, today is a really special day at Bishop's as well, because we welcome a new principal into our flock as well. And we get to all witness that moment in history. And so I will leave you with those thoughts for today, and congratulations to everyone. And again, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity this morning. Kinenaskomtsin.
Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Au nom de l'Université Bishops, bienvenue à vous, parents, familles, amis, futurs doctorats honoris causa, et surtout à la promotion 2023. L'Université Bishops est située sur le territoire traditionnel et non cédé du peuple Abenaki. The land of the Abenaki extends across most of what is today New England, southern Quebec, and a portion of the Maritimes. The Bishops campus is located at the confluence of the Massawippi and St. Francis rivers, significant waterways to the Abenaki people for centuries. We honor the Abenaki rich history and culture and pay our respects to them as the original stewards of the territory on which we gather. The word convocation, from the Latin convocar, means to call together, to summon. Today's convocation ceremony summons us to a moment of great shared significance. In it, we celebrate the joy of learning, the advancement of knowledge, the transformative bonds of friendship, the power of perseverance, and the deep satisfaction of achievement. La créativité artistique est au cœur de notre université. Elle représente un moyen important d'exprimer notre humanité. Before the Chancellor formally opens the convocation, I invite the students from the music department under the direction of Dr. Mathieu Désy to perform Tragically Hip's Ahead by a Century.
And that's Wow! Merci, Dr. Desi. What else would it take to be happy? Beautiful day on an incredible campus with a great choir and the tragically hip. If we can't be in a good mood now, we'll never be. So, good morning, everyone. Bienvenue à tous. On est ravis de vous avoir ici parmi nous pour la 196e, oui, 196e collation des grades de l'Université de Bishops et aussi pour l'assermentation de Dr. Sébastien Lebel-Grenier comme le 19e recteur et vice-chancelier de l'histoire de Bishops. Est-ce qu'on peut applaudir ça? And welcome to you, members of the great class of 2023, to the 196th Convocation of Bishops University. And a warm welcome to your families and friends, and also welcome to the family and friends of Principal Lebel-Grenier and all of the Bishops community. As well to the special guests and dignitaries that have taken the time to be with us on this important occasion. And I would just like to mention quickly a few. Merci à Daniel Jutras, le recteur de l'Université de Montréal et aussi président du BIC, d'être ici. On l'apprécie énormément. Merci à Alexandre. Yeah, it's great. Merci. Merci à Alexandre Cloutier, qui est président de l'Université de Québec. Thank you to our friend, Nancy Beatty, who is the campus director of Champlain College. Merci à Philippe Beauregard, le représentant de Concordia University, and also Paul Galina, who, being from the Williams School of Business at our place, but also representing Brock University. Welcome to Dr. Hugh Scott, ancien recteur de Bishops. To Richard Pound, ancien chancelier de McGill. À Jean Charest, notre ancien premier ministre du Québec, mais aussi un grand ami de Bishops et le Bishops Forum. Et aussi un grand merci à Geneviève Hébert, qui est membre de l'Assemblée nationale pour la circonscription de Saint-François. So, graduates of the class of 2023, I congratulate you all on what is a momentous day for you and your families, but also a momentous day for bishops. As today we will witness the symbolic transition from former Principal Goldblum to Principal Lebel-Grenier. And yes, Principal Goldblum is here. Can we applaud him? But in a way, it symbolizes the transition and renewal in your own lives that you're about to embark on. For former Principal Goldblum, like yourselves, he leaves a community that has been enriched and strengthened by your presence. And for Principal Lebel-Grenier, just like you, he ventures into a new phase of his life to be a leader in his community, brimming with new ideas and possibilities. Si vous ne saviez pas déjà, il existe à Bishops un sentiment d'appartenance absolument extraordinaire qu'on voit très rarement. Est-ce que vous êtes d'accord? J'espère que oui. So Bishops, what I'm really saying is that Bishops is a very special place. At Bishops, whether it's faculty, administration, staff, or students, I have encountered some of the most compassionate and empathetic people who are profoundly motivated to contribute to Bishops. And in the spirit of that contribution, and a more general contribution to society, today we confer honorary doctorates to Madame Luce Samoisette, the former rectrice of the University of Sherbrooke, and Heidi Feldman Spector, a highly acclaimed contemporary artist. And we thank them for their presence and the experiences which they will share with you today. I think we should applaud them. Thank you very much. Merci, Luce. Merci, Heidi. So not too long ago, just a few months ago, in the June convocation here at Bishops, we celebrated other deserving individuals who had made important contributions to society. I thought I would just take a minute to tell you about what we discussed. First, Dr. Margot Erleff, the artist and environmentalist who is sitting here with us today, shared a view that in fact you have earned 2 degrees from Bishops. The first is your academic degree, and the second is a slightly invisible degree. You don't know about it, but it's that you've earned your way from the way you've conducted yourselves for the past 4 years with honor, with kindness to yourself and others, and with empathy. All of these are hallmarks of the community you have built at Bishops, and therefore you get that 2nd degree. What a brilliant idea from Margot Erleff. Madame Justice Michelle Obomsawin, Canada's first Indigenous Supreme Court Justice, also stood on this stage to remind us about the importance of mentorship and perseverance. I don't think there can be a better example of perseverance. And finally, I also think of the lessons of Patrick Pichette, a Montrealer who was the former CFO of Google, who was on this stage. It was his belief, and you have to hear this part, it was his belief that with the advances of modern science, most of you will live till you're 100 years old. Lucky you. But given that fact, Patrick's advice, and his words, was that you have at least the next 20 years to get your act together, to experiment, to try new things, to fail, to learn, try again. I hope that was your experience at Bishops, a place of trying, learning, a little bit of failing, not much, and a lot of trying again. Time is on your side. You might know exactly what you want to do next, or you might have no idea. But at Bishops, you learned resilience, persistence, how to communicate, to collaborate, to empathize, to synthesize information, to argue your case very clearly, and you made it through COVID. Way to go. It's up to you how you use these skills, but I'm totally confident that you will find your path and your way. Your time might end here today, but during your years at Bishops, you have built an extremely solid foundation for what is to come. And you've also made friendships that will last a lifetime. Today marks a beginning and an end for you. Today, your time as a Bishop student ends, but your status as a Bishop's alumni starts. I hope that you carry the spirit and the camaraderie that is so unique to Bishops out in the world. It will serve you very well. And now Principal Lebel-Grenier arrives with his dreams, his vision, and new energy, ready to take Bishops to even greater heights. Dr. Lebel-Grenier, nous avons hâte de vivre cette nouvelle expérience avec vous. Et vous avez toute la communauté de Bishops pour vous soutenir et vous aider à réaliser votre vision, croyez-moi. Finally, class of 2023 graduates, I would like you to think about the person you were when you first arrived at Bishops and the person you are today, and realize how much you've grown. I hope you're so proud of not only what you have achieved, but who you have become. I know your families and friends are. I can see it and feel it in this room. Congratulations, félicitations. I now declare the 196th Convocation of Bishops University open, and I'm very happy to do so. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the distinct privilege of presenting to you Professor Luce Samoisette to be conferred Bishop's University's highest honor, a Doctor of Civil Law honoris causa. I am grateful to our new principal for his exceptional thoughtfulness in inviting me to present this citation. Luce Samoisette est originaire de Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu. Elle est titulaire d'un baccalauréat en droit de l'Université de Sherbrooke en 1981 et elle a obtenu un diplôme de droit notarial puis une maîtrise en fiscalité. Elle est titulaire d'une bourse d'excellence de la Chambre des notaires du Québec et elle a poursuivi sa formation à l'Université de Toronto où elle a obtenu une maîtrise en droit. Professeure de droit fiscal à la Faculté de droit de l'Université de Sherbrooke depuis 30 ans maintenant, Luce. Oui. Elle a contribué d'une façon significative à l'avancement des connaissances dans ce domaine. Au cours de sa carrière, elle a publié nombreux ouvrages liés à l'impôt des particuliers, à la planification fiscale des familles et des entreprises familiales, ainsi qu'à la planification testamentaire et les fiducies. Aujourd'hui, elle dirige le programme de maîtrise en fiscalité à la Faculté d'administration de l'Université de Sherbrooke. La Chambre des notaires du Québec a souligné son apport extraordinaire à la profession en lui remettant sa médaille d'honneur. Et l'Institut national des sciences appliquées de Lyon lui a décerné un doctorat honorifique en reconnaissance de son rôle déterminant dans les promotions des échanges académiques et scientifiques entre la France et le Québec. So it's evident that Dr. Samoisette has had a productive and distinguished academic career, which by itself would warrant the honor of being bestowed on her today, but that is only the beginning. Seulement 3 ans après qu'elle a commencé comme professeure à l'Université de Sherbrooke, elle est devenue vice-doyenne à l'enseignement et ensuite secrétaire générale de l'université. Puis elle a occupé les fonctions de rectrice adjointe et vice-rectrice à l'administration. And then in 2009, she became the first rectrice in the history of Université de Sherbrooke. She was a highly effective, appreciated, and admired leader for her university, which resulted in her being named to a second term in 2014. She led a period of consolidation and progress in a variety of areas for UDS, including environmental sustainability, which I know is a great passion of Luce's, and that laid the foundation for UDS being recognized as one of the most environmentally sustainable universities in the world. So her service as rectrice would also warrant today's recognition, but again, there's even more. Dr. Samoisette is a natural and modest leader who earns her colleagues' trust and respect because of her knowledge and intelligence and her ability to see and advocate for the best interests of all, which explains why the heads of all of Quebec's universities elected her as the president of la conférence des recteurs et principaux des universités du Québec, la CREPUC à l'époque, to represent the entire university system through one of the most challenging times in the history of our universities. She helped guide Quebec's universities through the Printemps Érable and its aftermath with wisdom, dexterity, and determination. And I served on the executive committee of the CREPUC during that period, so I can attest to the calm, strategic, and effective leadership that Luce showed throughout that period. So that too would warrant the degree that's being conferred on Luce today. There is, however, one other dimension that I would like to mention, and that is her mentorship. I know that the principal considers Luce as an important mentor in his career, and I would say the same. Throughout her tenure as rectrice at the Université de Sherbrooke, Luce served on our board, the Board of Bishops University, I believe that that's unique in Canadian universities, that the principal of bishops and the rector or rectrice of University Sherbrooke, the heads of two independent universities, sit on each other's boards. And in my early days as principal of bishops with very, very limited experience in university leadership, I was extraordinarily fortunate to benefit from the discreet guidance, friendship, and generosity of a knowledgeable and talented academic leader. I and bishops benefited enormously from Luce's support and engagement, and we will be forever in her debt. Now, the last element I would like to add does not actually appear on Luce's CV, and it's probably not grounds for an honorary degree, but I think I should note that included in her breadth of interest is the fact that Luce is a highly passionate and knowledgeable NFL football fan. C'est vrai encore? Oui, toujours. So in summary, Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding academic career, of her distinguished service as rectrice of the Université de Sherbrooke, of her effective leadership of Quebec's universities through a complex period, and for her wise and generous mentorship to the current and previous principals of our university, I am privileged to present to you Professor Luce Samoisette to be conferred the degree of Doctor of Civil Law honoris causa.
Je vais te parler en latin, pas juste tourner complètement, c'est ça. Okay. Domina spectacisma autoritate mi commissa admitto te ad grudem doctora in iure civili in nostra universitate honoris causa. By the power vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Civil Laws honoris causa in our university. Congratulations.
Chancellor Fournier, Principal Lebel-Grenier, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, students, parents, and family members who are here glowing with pride and admiration. C'est un honneur pour moi de recevoir un doctorat honoris causa et pour moi plus particulièrement de la part de l'Université Bishops, université que j'ai en haute estime. You award me this doctorate in recognition of my academic and professional career, which you describe as exceptional and for my contribution to bringing together the two Sherbrooke universities. A few words on these two aspects. D'abord, la carrière qui a été est encore marquée par la gestion. J'ai débuté cette gestion au niveau facultaire pour rapidement accepter un poste dans la direction générale de l'Université de Sherbrooke. Pendant ces années, j'ai beaucoup appris. Comment? En écoutant les gens me faire part de leurs problématiques et aspirations, puis en leur demandant de proposer de nouvelles manières de faire ou de présenter les choses. J'ai toujours trouvé important d'être au service de l'institution et donc au service des personnes qui la composent, étudiants, personnel professoral, professionnel et de soutien. Investir dans ces personnes est le gage de réussite. These responsibilities allowed me to work with all the universities in Quebec, and I can say that it was at this moment that I really discovered Bishop University, a jewel that the entire population should discover. Early in my career in higher education, I believed in collaboration between our institutions. But you are not unaware that establishing relations between universities is a great challenge that depends largely on the will of the leaders, but also on the will of the various actors of the faculties and services who must show the same willingness to collaborate. The management alone cannot impose collaborations, and the various stakeholders of the faculties and services can normally develop collaborations with the approval of the management. And that's what our institutions have achieved. First, by small steps, with collaboration from the finance services, student life services, and then by the involvement of bishops' principals and the Sherbrooke's rector, who both serve on the boards of directors of the two universities and on the various provincial committees aimed at defending the interests of our universities. À cet égard, j'aimerais souligner le travail du principal sortant, Michael Goldblum. Pendant 8 années, nous avons travaillé de concert pour le développement de nos universités. Vous avez été un allié de tous les instants et j'en garde un souvenir impérissable. Merci, Michael. Michael and I never considered that universities should compete. On the contrary, our society needs to increase the number of graduates. All studies demonstrate this fact. An educated society is one that is not only richer, but also more just and hopefully more sustainable. The stronger our university, the better society is. Throughout my career, I have found it important to support people in their skills development and careers. On a few occasions, I have students give me such rewarding testimonials by telling me that I made a difference in their career choice. The same is true for some colleagues from whom I have played mentoring role. Why talk to you about this? Because what you do or say throughout your career can have a significant impact on some people. I invite all of you, and especially the professors, to play this important role of mentor to others. You will come out of it grown. J'ai terminé mon mandat de rectrice il y a maintenant 6 ans, mais j'ai toujours gardé un œil sur le développement des universités au Québec et comme vous, sur ce qui se passe dans le monde. Suis-je inquiète de ce que je constate? Par exemple, le recul des droits de la personne et particulièrement du droit des femmes? La réponse est oui. Laissez-moi vous citer un passage d'une chanson inspirante de l'interprète francophone Laurent Jalbert. La chanson s'intitule « Mots de femme ». Et je lève la tête en hommage à celles qui ont fait qu'aujourd'hui je l'ai ma place. Ces droits ont été acquis après des années de revendications. Il en est de même pour les autres groupes minoritaires. Je lève moi aussi la tête à toutes ces personnes qui ont fait en sorte que la société évolue et qu'à mon tour, je puisse devenir la première femme rectrice de l'Université de Sherbrooke. Il ne faut cependant pas baisser les bras et croire que ces avancées sont là pour rester. Il faut être vigilant. Les universités ont un grand rôle à jouer dans la protection des droits de la personne. Il ne faut pas rester muet et croire que ça va passer. Nous devons nous en occuper. And I have confidence in our young people and especially in our university students. You hold a great wealth, education. Today you are students and some of you are already leaders. Tomorrow, others will become leaders. And yes, leadership can be developed over the years. I am an example. It's up to you to design the fairer and more sustainable society you want, and it's up to us, the elders, to support you. Listen, discuss, criticize in a positive way. Don't judge. You will achieve great things for you and for society. But we are here for another important event, the installation of the principal, Professeur Sébastien Lebel-Grenier. Vous avez accepté un merveilleux défi et c'est tout à votre honneur. Je suis convaincue que vous jouerez un rôle crucial dans le développement de votre université au cours des prochaines années et vous saurez être le porte-parole unifiant pour l'ensemble des universités au Québec. L'Université Bishops en sortira gagnante. En terminant, j'aimerais adresser quelques mots, un merci tout spécial à ma famille. D'abord François, qui a été un allié de tous les instants et qui joue encore ce rôle aujourd'hui. To our children, Eve-Marie et Samuel, who were and still are my inspiration to continue to work for a more sustainable world. And a word for Rosalie, who just turned 7. I wish that you will be able to join the Bishop's family, let's say, in 12 years. Once again, thank you for this honor, and I wish you to realize all your aspirations. Thank you.
Félicitations, docteur. C'est formidable. Merci.
Heidi.
Good afternoon, Chancellor Fournier, Vice-Chancellor and Principal Dr. Sébastien Lebel-Grenier, Chair of the Board, Mr. Bob Hall, esteemed colleagues and distinguished guests. In the humanities, we question cultural, political, social perspectives and ideas. We pursue creativity, intellectual curiosity, and critical engagement with the past, present, and future. We learn to be flexible and adaptable in an ever-changing technical and globalized world. We are the leaders in thought, in action, and in civic engagement. One way humanities accomplishes these activities and studies is through art. Consider the words beauty, vibrancy, joy. These are words that have such profound meaning for us all, but how often do we consciously experience or seek out these wonders? How often do we take the time to seek out joy and beauty? How often do we find the time to reflect and revitalize? We are often instead preoccupied with the serious questions of the day, climate change, housing shortages, war, and inflation, and with the day-to-day efforts of finding jobs, maintaining relationships, and of doing homework. Don't think your days of doing homework are done. Or even washing dishes and doing laundry. And while we are busy with these preoccupations and doing what needs to be done, we are neglecting the questions and efforts of being. One of the messages of Heidi Spector's art is that she reminds us of the importance of being and teaches us about the values of pausing during our day-to-day activities and during our preoccupations with the serious challenges in our lives. Heidi Spector's art gives us the opportunity to experience, to reflect, and to participate in the vibrancy of life, in its joy and beauties. A geometric minimalist, Ms. Spector melds bright colors and popular music together in a way that seeks to advance the spirit. She does so using lines and cubes, circles and spirals, and repetition. Her work evokes both the club scene and popular culture. It's inspired by music from a variety of artists, from Duke Ellington to Amy Winehouse, from Roxy Music to DJ Testo. Ms. Spector transforms the beat of the music into a joyous expression of color in her art. Though she claims that her work is devoid of emotional content, she most certainly evokes emotion through the opportunities for reflection one receives while viewing it. Her work has attracted widespread attention, being displayed in art shows in Montreal, London, Paris, Los Angeles, and New York, and it has become part of museum, corporate, and private collections. Art specialists and critics, however, are not the only beneficiaries of her work. Given its message of joy and vitality, Ms. Spector offers each and every one of us a chance to pause and to reflect on how joyous and vibrant our lives can be and are. Mr. Chancellor, it is my great honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Civil Law, honoris causa, Ms. Heidi Spector.
Heidi, you just go over there and just turn to me. And this is where you can't laugh. Domina spectassima, autoritate mihi commisso, admitto te ad gradum doctorus in jure civili in nostra universitate honoris causa. By the power vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Civil Law, honoris causa, in our university. Congratulations.
Dear Chancellor Daniel Fournier, Vice-Chancellor and Principal Dr. Sébastien Lebel-Grenier, Chair of the Board Mr. Bob Hall, esteemed faculty, fellow graduates, family, and distinguished guests. Dr. Lebel-Grenier, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations on your appointment as Vice-Chancellor and Principal at Bishop's University. Having had the opportunity to collaborate with you on a permanent art installation project for the Law Library at Sherbrooke University during your tenure as Dean of the Faculty of Law, I witnessed firsthand your appreciation of the arts and your unwavering commitment to creating the best possible learning environment for your students and faculty. Your passion for education and your vision for inspiring and nurturing your students have left an indelible mark in this world. Undoubtedly, Bishop's University will thrive under your leadership. Ms. Samoisette, I'm honored to share this, I should say Dr. Samoisette, I am honored to share this recognition with you and stand alongside you in celebrating today. I extend my congratulations to you for exemplary achievements. Your commitment to fostering educational excellence paves the way for future achievers. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend congratulations to all the graduates here today. Each of you has reached a significant milestone in your life. As you step into the next chapter of your journey, I want to offer my warmest wishes for your future. May it be rich with meaningful experiences, good health, and love. Chancellor Fournier and Vice Chair Mr. Hall, thank you so much for welcoming me here today. I'm truly privileged to be in your presence. I wish now to express that I'm deeply humbled and profoundly grateful for the incredible honor that Vice-Chancellor Lebel-Grenier has bestowed upon me to receive an honorary doctorate in civil law, honoris causa. This recognition is particularly meaningful to me because it acknowledges not only my dedication to the world of art, but also the great impact that art can have on our lives and society. My journey as an artist has been one of passion, dedication, and a pursuit of expressing the essence of life through the artistic form of geometric minimalism. Art to me is not only a form of creative expression, it is a powerful medium for communication, transformation, and a way to harness the power of love and joy. Art has the unique ability to transcend language and cultural barriers, allowing us to pause, to breathe, and to seek meaning and find solace. It is through art that we can convey the most complex of human emotions, fostering empathy and understanding. Today I stand before you to share the deeply personal and transformative journey that has led me to become an artist. My artistic instinct emerged from the crucible of the childhood loss of my father and the deep need to find a way to express my pain and transform it into joy. The pain I carried from my early experiences caused me to turn to art as a means of catharsis and healing. The act of creation gave voice to my emotions and experiences that words alone could not express. Art became the canvas upon which I painted my journey from sorrow to joy. As I reflect on my journey, I am reminded of the words of Khalil Gibran in his poem, On Joy and Sorrow. His poetry has been a source of inspiration for my work, as it beautifully encapsulates the essence of the human experience. Gibran's insight that joy and sorrow are intertwined, that sorrow often represents the loss of what once brought us joy, resonates deeply with my own life. In this creative process, I discovered that art was not only a source of healing for myself, but also a means to offer empathy and understanding to others. My art became a bridge that allowed others to connect with their own emotions and experiences. This has been incredibly rewarding for me. Creating a place of solace for others has become my most important endeavor. Recevoir ce doctorat honorifique n'est pas seulement une reconnaissance de mon travail, mais aussi une validation de l'idée que l'art a le pouvoir d'inspirer, de guérir et de rassembler les gens. Cela nous rappelle que même dans un monde rempli de complexité, la recherche de l'amour, de la joie et de la positivité est noble et que grâce à l'art, nous pouvons aider les autres à trouver leur propre chemin vers ces idéaux. Une fois de plus, Je sens mon cœur déborder de gratitude et d'humilité alors que je reçois ce doctorat honorifique de l'Université Bishops. C'est un privilège que je n'aurais jamais pu imaginer lorsque je me suis lancée dans mon parcours d'artiste. Cela me rappelle que lorsque vous restez fidèle à votre cœur et le travaillez avec une véritable passion, tout est possible. Je remercie sincèrement le Dr Lebel-Grenier et l'Université Bishops d'avoir reconnu mes contributions au monde de l'art, qui ont été ma façon de répandre la joie et la positivité dans le monde. Finally, I want to thank all those who have supported me on this artistic journey, my 3 kids, Samantha, Scott, and Tiffany, who are the loves of my life and my best friends, and to my loving sister Jane and my closest friends who have been my unwavering pillars of strength, and to my partner Peter for inspiring me. The message in my art is about love, highlighting the beauty and value it brings to our lives. It is genuine love that has moved me to create each and every artwork. I will leave you with this thought and quote: "The toughest climbs often lead to the most breathtaking views." It's a powerful metaphor for the rewards that come from determination and resilience in the pursuit of one's goals and dreams. Thank you once again, Dr. Lebel-Grenier, for this exceptional recognition. I wish you a beautiful path ahead as Vice-Chancellor and Principal of Bishops University. Thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Chancellor Fournier, Principal Goldblum, Dr. Lebel-Grenier, graduates, and esteemed guests. The next item on the order of business this afternoon is the installation of Dr. Sébastien Lebel-Grenier as Principal Vice-Chancellor. But before we get on with the official business of installing Sébastien, I would like to say a few words about Sébastien. Now, Sébastien is a lawyer by training, but we won't hold that against him because he never really practiced law. After a year of toiling in the rat race, he chose to continue his education, first in France and latterly at McGill, where he obtained a doctorate in public law. And with his doctorate in hand, he made his way to the Eastern Townships, where he joined the law faculty of the University of Sherbrooke some 20 years ago. And while at the law faculty, Sébastien not only taught public law and continued to deepen his expertise in that field, including human rights, with subjects such as inclusion and decolonization, which are so relevant today. He also took on the role of Dean of the Law Faculty for 8 years, during which time he demonstrated exceptional leadership qualities, which he now brings with him to Bishops. But in coming to Bishops, Sébastien brings not only his deep experience in the university life, he brings his many passions with him, including, first and foremost, his family. Nadia, who is a proud Bishops graduate and who is here today. Hi, Nadia. Can't see you, but I know you're there. And his 2 boys, Antoine and Claude, who unfortunately could not be here today, but they had good reasons, as you've explained to me. But I know they're here in spirit. So as we at the Bishop's family get to know Sébastien, we will learn that he has other passions as well, as including the love of art, an obsessive love of construction and architecture, and outdoor sports, all of which he will find in abundance here at Bishop's. One other thing you should know about Sébastien is that when the snow flies, you will find that Sébastien tends to disappear from time to time as he runs off to practice his favorite sport of skiing. And I, for one, think that is a very good idea. So, even though you have been hard at work since July, and you've had a chance to make the rounds more than once, this installation ceremony marks the official beginning of your role as principal and Vice-Chancellor. So let's begin.
Sébastien Lebel-Grenier, you now assume the function and office of this university to which you have been appointed. You shall pledge to keep and preserve well and faithfully during your period of office the statutes, liberties, customs, rights, and privileges of the university, and to promote its well-being and that of its members so far as in lies you.
I will do so.
In the name of the Board of Governors of Bishop's University, and in the presence of this convocation, I now install you in the office of Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University, and I invest you with the authority and charge you with the responsibilities which appertain to this high office. Congratulations. Félicitations.
There you go. Good fun.
Mr. Chancellor, graduating students, and guests, dear assembled members of the Bishop's community and friends, it is an honor for me to have the opportunity to address you today. Je souhaite premièrement remercier pour leur amour et leur soutien constant mon épouse Nadia. Merci. Mes deux incroyables garçons, Antoine et Claude, ma belle-mère Marie-Paul, mon oncle Patrick, qui est venu de loin pour être ici avec nous, ainsi que mes amis ici présents. Merci. I also wish to thank and welcome members of the Bishop's community, colleagues from other universities, allies and supporters, and mostly to congratulate you, our graduating students. We are here to celebrate the enduring promise our university has been making to students from our diverse communities since 1843. This installation ceremony is indeed a reminder that our institution has flourished, held fast through difficult times, and reinvented itself while remaining true to its identity time and again. It is most importantly a reminder that Bishop's University will outlive the leaders who are entrusted with the responsibility for its continued well-being. I stand before you humbled by the incredible leaders that have graced our institution in the past and committed to serving our university to the very best of my abilities. I would like to express particular gratitude to my predecessor, Michael Goldblum. His was a mandate of tremendous challenges and outstanding achievements. He is now entrusting me with a university that is positioned for success, and he has demonstrated incredible generosity in ensuring a smooth transition. Thank you so very much, Michael. Il me semble pertinent de débuter mon allocution en partageant avec vous ce que l'Université Bishops signifie pour moi. J'ai posé ma candidature pour en devenir le principal et vice-chancelier parce qu'il s'agit de l'endroit où je souhaitais poursuivre mon cheminement. D'emblée, je tiens à souligner que ce cheminement est devenu possible parce que j'ai eu le privilège de bénéficier du soutien d'une communauté forte et d'opportunités alors que j'étais à l'Université de Sherbrooke. On m'a fait confiance lorsque j'ai proposé des innovations et j'ai bénéficié de la sagesse et de la générosité de nombreux leaders inspirants. J'espère pouvoir tirer exemple de leur vécu et, à mon tour, aider notre communauté et ses membres à s'épanouir ici, à l'Université Bishops. What is special to me about Bishops is its unique identity and how it fosters values that are important. I'll concentrate for now on core elements of this identity. Bishops, as you know, is a small university which has fully embraced the opportunities that this creates. First and foremost, no one at Bishops is a number. The sense of community permeates all aspects of campus life. Of course, our size allows for smaller classes and close interaction between students and faculty and staff. But our sense of community is also built into the way we welcome students, with the vast majority of our first-year students being housed on campus. This is significant. It allows us to offer comprehensive support for what is sometimes a difficult transition to life away from home, while creating connections between students and with other members of the community, connections that allow for a nurturing, caring, and safe environment. Our community is also rooted in participation and self-achievement through sports, involvement in administrative structures, student government, clubs, and community initiatives such as the BU Singers. Ours is a university that encourages its students to explore beyond the confines of a preferred discipline. I do hope that you, members of our graduating class, took courses that brought you outside your comfort zone and that fed into your curiosity about our ever-changing social environment. We will all be facing difficult and complex social issues in the years to come, and what the world needs, now more than ever, is highly sophisticated generalists who are able to approach these complex issues from different and complementary perspectives. This is the promise of a liberal education. Bishops is able to deliver on that promise while supporting faculty and student-led research that provides greater insight into our society, our environment, and even into the far reaches of our universe. We seek to foster curiosity, as curiosity will be instrumental to your future success. This diversity of paths that our university offers also reflects the diversity of the communities it serves. First to shape our institution was, of course, the Anglophone community of Quebec. Nowadays, Bishops serves Quebec's many diverse Anglophone communities, of course those from the Eastern Townships, but as well those from Quebec's regions and those from the big city. I have always believed that strong institutions are critical to the well-being of communities, and Bishops certainly plays an essential role in that regard. Serving Quebec's diverse English language communities is still core to our mission and will continue to be so in the future. But Bishops serves many more communities. Over half of our students are from Quebec, and about half of those are Francophone. Approximately a third come from all over Canada, while about 15% come from afar, be it from France and Europe, the United States, but also India, many countries in Africa, and elsewhere around the world. All these diverse communities meet, interact, and thrive on our campus. In many ways, Bishops is exemplary in that it epitomizes the best that society can achieve, standing together in respect of our differences and in appreciation of the wealth that comes with diversity. In short, I wanted to be at Bishops because its identity embodies values that are fundamental to me: collaboration, respect, inclusion, and curiosity. Now, let me tell you about the reasons I asked our degree committee of convocation to confer doctorates honoris causa to our honorands. À bien des égards, Luce Samoisette est une pionnière. L'ancien principal Goldblum vous a fait part de son cheminement de carrière riche et porteur de sens. Mais je souhaitais honorer Luce pour deux raisons additionnelles. J'ai fait allusion dans mon allocution jusqu'à présent au privilège que j'ai eu de pouvoir bénéficier de la générosité de mentors inspirants alors que j'étais à l'Université de Sherbrooke. Luce était l'une de ces mentors. À titre de rectrice adjointe et ensuite de rectrice, elle a toujours cherché à aider les autres à réaliser leur plein potentiel ainsi qu'à soutenir leur succès qui, à son tour, rend l'institution plus forte. Elle est une leader d'exception et représente un exemple pour moi. J'ai également jugé important de la reconnaître parce que c'est elle, avec l'ancien Principal Goldblum, qui a initié les réelles collaborations qui animent les rapports entre nos universités. Nous sommes des institutions complémentaires qui sont réellement plus fortes lorsqu'elles défendent ensemble leur mission. Cet esprit de collaboration est important et doit continuer à caractériser nos relations. I met Heidi Spector while I was Dean of the Faculty of Law at University Sherbrooke. At the time, I was working on one of our most significant projects, the transformation of our law library. I have always felt that beauty is essential to inspiration. Beautiful spaces will inspire us to become a better version of who we are. Art, and especially contemporary art, not only embodies this, it also offers us other readings of the world we are a part of. At its best, art creates emotion. Heidi and I immediately connected, I think, because she and I both share this understanding. The emotion Heidi seeks to create through her heart is joy through beauty. The large diptych she created for the Law Library project is a lasting legacy to that message, as is the art she continues to create today. The importance of art and beauty is the other important message I wanted to showcase in this installation ceremony. But this ceremony is not solely about the installation of the new principal. It is convocation for our students who have completed their course of study in the last semester. Plusieurs d'entre vous êtes venus de loin pour acquérir savoir et expérience ici à l'Université de Sherbrooke. À l'Université de Sherbrooke, my God. You know, I must say, I've done this so many times at Sherbrooke, but never with the same message and never with the same passion. Vous avez tous investi dans votre succès et dépassé vos limites en ne ménageant pas vos efforts pour réussir. I am convinced you have become a better version of who you were, stronger in knowledge and experience, but also stronger in connections and friendships, which will shape the life rich with opportunities that opens before you. Dear graduating students, I want to recognize those without whose support you would not be here today, be they your spouse, your parents, for some of you, your children, your professors, all of our engaged staff, and our alumni. Be thankful to them and proud of what you have achieved. Ours is a strong, caring, and engaged community. You are now embarking on the next leg of your journey, but you will always be a member of the Bishops community. Wherever in the world, know that bishops will always support you. We are also stronger in the knowledge that we will be able to count on your support as we continue to provide to the next generations that will attend bishops the opportunities that allowed you to flourish. Please accept my heartfelt congratulations on your success and my very best wishes for your continuing journey. Je vous offre les plus sincères félicitations de l'Université Bishops pour votre succès. Félicitations. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, the rectors and representatives of the University of Canada present will now come forward and read their greetings to our principal, Dr. Sébastien Lebel-Grenier. They will be invited forward in order of the date of foundation of their institution. Université de Montréal, représentée par Daniel Fournier, recteur.
Monsieur le Chancelier, Monsieur le Principal et Vice-Chancelier, Monsieur le Président du Conseil, distinguished guests, it's my great honor to bring greetings to Bishops University and its new Principal and Vice-Chancellor on behalf of Université de Montréal. Sébastien Lebel-Grenier is an inspired choice to lead bishops as the configuration of university education and research continues its transition into a complex, digital, pluralistic new world. Je connais le principal Lebel-Grenier depuis plus de 20 ans déjà. Nos chemins se sont croisés souvent, d'abord à l'Université McGill où j'étais professeur, où il a complété un doctorat, puis à la table des doyens des facultés de droit du Canada, alors que j'étais doyen de la faculté de droit de l'Université McGill. D'ailleurs, moi aussi, j'ai fait le même lapsus quand je suis arrivé à l'Université de Montréal, on ne t'en fait pas. Et puis maintenant, comme collègue, partenaire à la table du Bureau de la coopération interuniversitaire, la table des chefs d'établissement du réseau universitaire québécois que j'ai le grand honneur de présider. I know Sébastien, you'll allow me to call him Sébastien. I know Sébastien is a brilliant legal scholar, a wise university administrator, an inspired advocate of the fundamental values of academic freedom, scientific inquiry, and pluralism of thought and beliefs. I should add that he has the full head of wavy hair and the physical grace of a young romantic poet, and I envy him for that, even though those are not required qualifications for university principal, as you can see. L'Université Bishop occupe une place unique parmi les universités québécoises. L'interdisciplinarité, dis-je bien, est à la mode ces jours-ci. Ça fait 30 ans que c'est à la mode que les universités essaient de parvenir à offrir à leurs étudiants des parcours interdisciplinaires qui les préparent pour l'avenir. C'est le fondement de l'éducation libérale à Bishop, cet effort d'interdisciplinarité. C'est une éducation qui est au cœur de la mission de Bishops depuis sa fondation. Your university also sets the standard for its commitment to the quality of the experience it offers to its students. Et je sais que le principal Lebel-Grenier saura préserver ces standards d'excellence, les maintenir au niveau les plus élevés dans l'encadrement et la formation de générations de leaders. Je voudrais terminer en saluant Michael Goldblum, qui a mené les destinées de Bishops pendant 15 ans. Michael, it's hard to imagine that you will no longer be there at the table of university presidents. Michael Goldblum is a wise, passionate, incredibly articulate, generous leader, a true gentleman, a master of the soft touch, and he has brought honor to your university. Merci, Michael. Félicitations, bonne chance, Sébastien. Long live Bishop's University.
Brock University, represented by Paul Galena, Professor, Williams School of Business.
Greetings from Brock University in Niagara, Ontario. It is my pleasure to send congratulations to Dr. Lebel-Grenier on his installation as Bishop's 19th Principal and Vice-Chancellor, and to the entire university community on this celebratory day. On behalf of everyone here at Brock, I wish you great success and wish you great success as you bring new leadership to your institution. Félicitations, Leslie Rigg, President and Vice-Chancellor, Brock University.
Université du Québec, représentée par Alexandre Cloutier, président.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Chancellor, distinguished guests, professors, students, Monsieur le Premier ministre, c'est un immense plaisir pour moi d'être avec vous aujourd'hui et c'est un honneur de pouvoir participer à cette importante cérémonie qui s'inscrit dans la longue histoire de l'Université Bishop. Vous me permettrez de rebondir sur votre discours parce que l'Université du Québec a beaucoup en commun avec l'Université Bishop. Le professeur, le docteur Lebel-Grenier a fait référence de l'importance des universités à taille humaine, l'importance de connaître chacun de nos étudiants par leur nom, de les accompagner tout au long de leur formation, tout au long de leur parcours, jusqu'à la diplomation. Vous avez aussi parlé de l'importance de nos universités sur le territoire québécois et leur importance qu'ils jouent dans la communauté. L'Université Bishop est un partenaire incontournable de la grande région des cantons de l'Est et bien sûr joue un rôle fondamental pour la communauté de langue anglaise, ici, mais aussi de partout à travers le Québec et c'est un rôle qui est important. L'Université du Québec a aussi cette même responsabilité d'être sur le territoire et d'accueillir des gens dans la diversité de nos milieux, de Saguenay en Abitibi jusqu'à Gaspé. Alors, Monsieur Lebel-Grenier, on a more personal note, there's no doubt you have all the quality for the job that you will have to face all those very important challenges. But more importantly, I hope you find, I hope you're able to keep time for yourself and your family because it can be quite a tough job. And I hope for your family and for your friends that you managed this very hard work between family and responsibility. So I wish you, student, and Mr. Lebel-Grenier, all the best. Thank you.
Concordia University, represented by Philippe Beauregard, Chief Communications Officer.
Au nom de notre recteur, Graham Carr, il me fait plaisir de vous partager les félicitations de toute la communauté de Concordia. Bishops at Concordia have a long history of collaboration and exchanges. It goes back to the early 20th century through our founding institutions, Loyola College and Sir George Williams University. It's lasted through good times and through challenging times. And at Concordia, we certainly cherish that connection, and we look forward to further collaboration under the leadership of Principal Lebel-Grenier. Encore une fois, félicitations, bonne chance, merci.
Champlain College, represented by Nancy Beattie, Campus Director.
Good morning. Chancellor Fournier, Principal Lebel-Grenier, distinguished members of the Platform Party, honorable guests, students, friends, and colleagues. It is a great pleasure to be here today on behalf of Champlain College, Lennoxville, to formally welcome Dr. Sébastien Lebel-Grenier to the campus community in his role as the 19th Principal and Vice-Chancellor of Bishop's University. The college has had the good fortune to have been at home on the university campus since its inception almost 50 or more than 50 years ago, and to have become a long-standing partner with the university as a part of Bishop's 180-plus-year history and traditions. Generations of students have studied at Champlain and furthered their education in the hallowed halls of Bishop's, myself and many of my colleagues included. Those of us fortunate enough to spend our working days here on campus, not to mention nights and weekends for some, know that it is an exceptional one, not only for the outstanding facilities and the beautiful natural environment in which we find ourselves, but for the people who make it what it is: the students, the staff, the administrations, and the faculty, and those of both institutions. Our campus community is truly a special place. Equally important to highlight, as two English language institutions of higher learning in Quebec situated outside of a major urban area, we play a vital role of providing access to post-secondary education to our communities. It has probably never been more critically important as it is now for us to continue standing strong together as partners. In already having had the pleasure to meet with Dr. Lebel-Grenier, I am confident that the university is indeed in excellent hands, and I very much look forward to working together in the coming years. Dr. Lebel-Grenier, welcome and congratulations on your appointment.
We now proceed with the conferring of degrees. Each student will be introduced by their respective dean. They will be hooded by the registrar, Mr. Hans Rouleau, the Vice Principal Student Affairs, Dr. Stine Linden Anderson, and then cross the stage to be congratulated by the Chancellor and myself, where a photo will be taken and made available to graduates via MyBU. Will the members of the graduating class who are to receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts please stand? Mr. Chancellor and all members of the university, with the unanimous approval of the convocation, I present to you these candidates in order that they may be granted the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
By the power vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts in our university, together with its responsibilities, rights, and privileges.
I now call on Dean Menor to present the students from the Faculty of Humanities.
Kevin Dupuis.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Arthur Schutt. Rory Whalen.
I now call on Dean Perros to present the students from the Faculty of Social Sciences.
Maxime Gilbert.
Will the members of the graduating class who are to receive the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration please stand? Mr. Chancellor and all members of the university, with the unanimous approval of the convocation, I present to you this candidate in order that she may be granted the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration.
By the power vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration in our university, together with its responsibilities, rights, and privileges.
Grace Teresa Brooks with distinction.
Congratulations, Grace, with distinction too. Wow.
Congratulations. Will the members of the graduating class who are to receive the degree of Bachelor of Sciences please stand? Mr. Chancellor and all members of the university, with the unanimous approval of the convocation, I present to you this candidate in order that he may be granted the degree of Bachelor of Science.
By the power vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science in our university, together with its responsibilities, rights, and privileges.
Alexandre Rivet with distinction.
Alexandre, félicitations. Congratulations. Hey,
Félicitations. Oh, faut prendre une photo.
You gotta remember. Thanks.
Bravo. Will the members of the graduating class who are to receive the degree of Master of Education please stand? Mr. Chancellor and all members of the university, with the unanimous approval of the convocation, I present to you this candidate in order that she may be granted the degree of Master of Education.
By the power vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Master of Education in our university, together with its responsibilities, rights, and privileges.
Jin Jin.
Congratulations. Okay.
Congratulations. No, wait. We need to take it out. Yeah, smile.
Thank you.
Perfect,
Thanks.
thank you. Will the members of the graduating class who are to receive the degree of Master of Science please stand? There we go. Mr. Chancellor, and all members of the university, with the unanimous approval of the convocation, I present to you these candidates in order that they may be granted the degree of Master of Science.
By the power vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Master of Science in our university, together with its responsibilities, rights, and privileges.
Vina Reddy Alimante.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. We'll take the picture now.
Kavya Chiluviri.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Samyukta Jidipali.
Congratulations. Well done.
Meghana Nandigama.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Akshaya Vahini Suripali.
Congratulations.
Chaitika Naluri.
Congratulations.
Atifa Nilufar.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations.
You have to smile.
Banu Priya Reddy.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations.
Janani Panir Salvan.
Congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations.
Prasuna Veragadapu. Sagara Chaitanya Yermata. Sumali Nilawira. Yash Kumar Sununi. Pradyum Nair Kalivalapel. Kartik Chandra Batu. Bhaskar Reddy Komidi. Kunal Kulikarni. Raza Madi. Sartak Gohil. Rohit Aloysius. Govind Vijay Kumar. Samira Rahimi. Borzouye Nourouzi. Razier Shahsavar. Alison Prasai. Phuc Yin. Yin Yu. Kurvin Patel. Mohammed Sadiq Palsania. Meet Kumar Patel. Parth Gandhi. Gabrielle Satwik Manikonda.
Micrograduates. Il n'y a pas d'autres gradués ici, micro certificats.
No, we don't have any.
I declare this convocation of Bishop's University to be closed. I invite you to join the students and faculty of the university at a reception being held immediately following the singing of the national anthem in the Student Union building. Vous êtes priés de rester assis jusqu'à la procession académique se soit retirée, and we ask you to remain seated until the academic procession has withdrawn.
Oh, Canada, our home on native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Class of 2023.
Hey! Hey, hey! C'est lui qui mène le bal.
Il n'y avait pas un peu de musique? message up.
There we go.
A little late.
Yeah. There's our cue.
Congratulations, everyone. Félicitations.